Welcome to my big fat 25th anniversary. Back in March this year, we weren't sure what kind of celebration we could have due to the pandemic restrictions. But let's rewind and see how it all came together. We got married in July, and this made the perfect backdrop for a summer wedding. And a flower theme was born. Early on, the Ontario government would allow 25 people outdoors, and I made these beautiful corsages and boutonnieres for my very, very small guest list. These very special boutonnieres are made with these cute little birds for the three special men in my life. I wanted confetti for my celebration, but it had to be organic for the outdoors, so I'm air drying rose and other flower petals, and eventually these will turn into organic matter for my garden. This is lavender I got from a friend's garden, and it'll make a wonderful aromatic addition to the confetti. Before you go out and buy expensive decorations, look for objects around the house that you already have, and using some ribbon and some fake flowers, I'm going to create some stunning decorations. A week before my party, my family from Ottawa arrives. They want to celebrate us ahead of the party, and we love fam jam time. That same weekend, our bridal party, aka our best friends, arrive for a quick practice. I have something very special planned for our entrance. And of course, it's also an excuse to eat some great food. Abby, my son's girlfriend, is an amazing makeup artist, so I requested her to do a trial before my big day. This will save me a lot of time if we know exactly what look we're going for. The government of Ontario has now announced Stage 3. This means I can include a few more people, so I quickly get to work on making some more corsages and boutonnieres. I'm also making a very simple bouquet that I plan to toss into the crowd later. My friend's daughter Shania made these incredible flowers. These are made out of tissue paper, and they're going to look awesome as part of our celebrations. So what's on the menu? For appetizers, I have a fig and goat cheese dip, green chutney pinwheels, za'atar chicken wings, deviled eggs, Thai cocktail spring rolls, and sushi bake. For the mains, I always start with the crowd favorite, which is my ghar ki dal, mutton biryani, butter chicken, kofta makhni, beef nihari, pahari kebabs, egg curry or anda masala, and dahi vada. And I was not planning to make this for my menu, but my neighbor gave me some eggplants, so I decided to make this baghara bengan. I'm making a few desserts, but one of my newest ones is my gulab jamun trifle. All of these recipes are in a playlist. I will leave them at the end of this video and in the description. I'm a big fan of pre-prep. It's Thursday and I'm going to get all of my spice blends replenished. This is my famous biryani masala. The recipe will be in the playlist as well as in the description. I'm attempting to make my own cake. For excitement, I'm going to add some color cake batter and I'm going to bake these in my cake pop pan. Once cooked, I'm going to allow these to cool and I'm going to leave them aside. It's 3 days to the party. My hubby complains that there is so much work. My BFF Blanche arrives with some extra onions in tow to help me with pre-prep. With her help, I prep all of the ingredients, Blanche tomatoes, and I will marinate the mutton biryani so it can absorb all of the flavors overnight. This pahari kebab is doused very generously with mustard oil, and I'm going to be sending this off to my friend Ravish, who is our grill master, and he will barbecue it for me. It's time I get started on the cake, so I start mixing the first 2 layers. The colored cake pops I made earlier are added and then covered with batter. This will give my cake a pop of color in the center. I'm also going to prepare the fig and goat cheese dip. Tandoori chicken is skewered and my hubby will cook this off on the grill for me for my butter chicken. Once the chicken is partially cooked on the grill, the butter chicken is really easy to put together, and this is a perfect recipe to make for a large crowd. My BFF keeps going, making more ginger and garlic paste. Next, I work on the kofta makhni. These gorgeous lamb chops are going to be the garnish on top of my mutton biryani. Although I can only make the biryani on the day, I can make the gravy ahead and then I can just warm it up before the rice is layered. It's Thursday evening now and I'm exhausted, but the cake has to be crumb coated, so I layer it with my blackcurrant jam, buttercream, and I stack this. This blackcurrant jam I make every year. I will leave a link at the end of this video as well as in the description. The pops of color in the layers look amazing. I can't take any chances with this cake since it's tall and I really don't want it to start leaning, so my hubby cuts some wooden dowels down to size and we secure the cake. The first crumb coat goes on and this is going to chill overnight. Before I call it a night, I'm going to start with the beef nihari on the stove before transferring it to my slow cooker to simmer overnight. It's Friday, I'm well rested and I'm raring to go again. Let's take a look at that nihari. Fall off the bone delicious. Flour does need to be added to thicken it, but I will do this when I'm ready to serve it tomorrow. The cake is looking good for a crumb coat, but it's now ready for the next layer. I so rarely make cakes, so I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out. I've decided to cover my cake with flowers using a palette knife painting style. I'm prepping my colors ahead. I've also bought a couple of icing tips to make some 3D flowers. I'm going to pipe these on a plate so that I can just pick the best ones later. Now for the cake, I'm just going to go for it using the palette knife to create flower petals, and I'm going to build these as I go. I wasn't quite sure when I started, but I'm really loving the look of the cake now. This is actually picture perfect. This cake will now sit in my fridge overnight, so the buttercream is nice and firm for tomorrow. My friend Marianne has arrived to spend the weekend and I quickly put her to work. It's all hands on deck today. I'm now preparing the gulab jamun trifle so this can chill overnight as well. Our friends Chris and V pop by to see if they can lend a hand as well with the decorations and the prep. We have a lot planned for the outside and my hubby gets started, but we're a little nervous as the weather forecast is still calling for rain. We fill the yard with decorations and everything looks amazing with the lights. It's Saturday morning and I'm in ninja mode. I have a hair appointment today, so I want to make sure that I get all of my last minute things done. I'm topping the dahi vada and the fig and goat cheese dip. I'm also going to thicken the nihari with some flour. We've set up a bar and appetizer table outside, but the forecast is still calling for rain, so my hubby decides to cover the space with giant tarps. This is going to be a huge job and it's definitely going to set us behind. Before I get to the salon, I'm going to layer the biryani so it's ready by the time I return. Across the street, my friend Ravish barbecues the kebabs I marinated and sent him earlier. You may remember him from the kebab videos he made on my channel years ago. I head to Nancy's Hair Design in Markham. Check them out and say hi from Kravings if you visit. I start with my nails. I'm going to get each nail painted with a different color to match my floral theme. My hair is done and I'm ready to go. Our close friend John arrives early to set up the music. It's about 3 p.m. and we still have a lot to do. Before I get ready for the evening, we start assembling the apps. I'm working on cheese and olives, and my friend Marianne has started to fry all of the spring rolls I made previously. The deviled eggs are piped and the sushi bake is ready to go. And my son's girlfriend Abby gets my makeup done. I cleaned up well, eh? The guests arrive and it's showtime. Remember that dance we practiced earlier? Here's how it turned out.
Husband, here's a few things you'll need to know if you wanna be my one and only. My life.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you.
Take me on a date, I deserve a date. And don't forget the flowers every anniversary. Cause if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect wife. Buying groceries, buying what you need. You gotta know how to treat me like a lady. Even when I'm acting crazy, tell me everything's alright.
Like I'm ready, baby.
Dear future husband, here's a few things you'll need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby,
Baby,
I think I wanna marry you.
after every fight, just apologize. It may be then I'll let you try and rock my body right. Even if I was wrong, you know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree? Woo!
I'm gonna get a ring, let the choir bells sing like ooh. So what you wanna do? It's on, girl. Hey.
Dear future husband, make time. Don't leave me lonely, and no one ever see your family more than mine. I'll be sleeping on the left side of the bed. Hey. Open doors for me and you might get some kisses. Don't have a dirty mind, just be a classy guy. Find me the ring, find me the ring.
Just say I do. Tell me right now, baby. Tell me right now, baby.
I do. Dear husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only all my life.
Was it the look in your eyes? Oh, I didn't dancing juice. Who cares, baby?
I care, baby.
How about the honeymoon?
Alright, so who got that? Oh my gosh, you put it right up there. Derek is the lucky one. Woo!
That bouquet toss was the best. Time for us to renew our vows. Our Master of Ceremonies, my BFF Loretta, did an amazing job of keeping us all on track. It's now time to cut our cake. Malcolm did an amazing job with taking some of the pictures, and so did Annabelle. And my friends Vicky and Ravish are going to pop the champagne. And there's always time for a selfie. After the cake is cut, all our friends wish us well, and these moments are truly special. Our boys, now young men, raise the toast together, and my husband gives his speech. There's some more speeches, and then it's time for our first dance. Our friends John and Alex rock the night with their music. If you want to hire them for your special day, do let me know in the comments and I will share their contact details with you.
Our love is alive. So we begin. Foolishly laying our hands on a table, stumbling in. Our love is a flame, burning within. Now and then, fire would catch us, stumbling in. Oh, you were the one.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Cause baby, you show me so many things that I never see.
Perfect.
Whatever you know, baby, you got it from me. Our love is alive. And so we begin.
I got some good footage of Calvin dancing. I got some good footage of Calvin dancing. Calvin, you guys actually good. You guys should be.
Now and then, our love catches stumbling in. Whoa, stumbling in. Whoa, stumbling in.
Go dance on.
Stumbling in. I'm stumbling in. I'm stumbling in.
I wasn't trying to ask.
I got that on film.
Thanks so much.
If you want to press charges, I got it. bring it right up so you can see my double chin and everything. Hold on, I'm okay, thank you.
It's sunset and I have a special surprise for my hubby. I practiced this song one time with John over Zoom.
If you miss this train I'm on, you will know that I am gone.
Darling, I cannot sing.
You will hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You will hear the whistle blow 100 miles. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ ओ हमनवा। न कोई है, न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा। तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। चांदनी जब तकरा देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। ओ चांदनी जब तकरा देता है हर कोई साथ, तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ। Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। 25 years, 100 miles, 100 miles, 500 miles. You can keep that whistle blowing 100 miles. न कोई है, न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा। तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा।
encore performance was requested.
Lovely couple. Wonderful couple.
We now have a special gift surprise for all of our guests.
Number 11. 11.
Finally, it started to rain, so some of us took the party inside. Before dinner starts, our wonderful friends surprise us with some really thoughtful gifts. After days of cooking and prep, it's time for everyone to enjoy the food. Now it's time to tuck into the meal. Most of these recipes are on my channel. I will leave them in a playlist for you at the end of this video as well as in the description. And let's not forget dessert. Thanks for sharing our special day with us. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Until next time, take care. Bye.